Film School Slacker contains adult language and themes. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to Film School Slacker, the podcast where I help my best friend go through his ever-growing film watch list. I am Megan, and since I'm introducing this week, you know what that means.
To flip the script.
To flip the script.
And a special guest this week
That's
is
true.
my friend Tom.
Hello.
Hi,
Welcome.
Tom.
Thank you.
Welcome to the
Thank you for having
insanity.
me.
Yeah, welcome
I
to
am
the
so ready for the insanity.
We love some insanity around here.
What are we watching this week?
So today I am delighted.
Speaking of insanity.
Delighted to announce that we are watching 2019's The Lighthouse. This is directed and produced by Robert Eggers with his brother Max. It stars Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. And it is produced, let's see, we got...
A24, I believe, is the
A24
producer.
produced
Yeah, it sounds like an A24.
Yeah.
It is
Looks
an
like an A24.
Yeah, right.
If it walks like an A24, it looks like
quacks like an A24.
Probably an A24.
It's probably an A20. It's probably a fucking ride.
Yeah. Edited by Louise Ford. Music by Mark Corvin. Cinematography by, I'm going to say Haran Blashki. It might be Jaran or Haran Blashki. I'm not sure, depending on the kind of background of the name. And it's got a runtime of 109 minutes and a budget of $11 million.
Like a shoestring.
Yeah.
dang.
Super small budget. So, yes.
Oh, so, and the, like, how I introduced you to this movie was the fact that they use, like period era aspect ratio and like period era camera equipment.
Oh.
Yes.
Lenses.
Yes. Yeah. And that was kind of how
Sounds cool as shit.
did our... We had some cocktails and watched it.
And then I had a fever.
And you had that's right. You
no.
had
I went
a
to the
fever.
ER.
We went to the ER the next day.
Shit.
It was literally
Unrelated to the Lighthouse.
It was
Unrelated to the
literally
film.
a fever
Or
dream.
is it?
Yeah. You
Or
could
was
say
it?
Exactly.
I'm having an existential
Did we actually
crisis.
watch it? Oh my god. Just
well,
a shared
okay,
fever dream.
If we haven't, we'll remedy that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's not true. We did in
We
fact.
did in fact
Did in
watch
fact
it.
watch
We did watch it. But Megan, my question to you is, what do you know about this movie as of now?
I'm sorry I gave you a little bit of.
No, you're
No,
fine.
that's all good.
I know it's Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson in a lighthouse, and it gets weird.
Those things are all true.
all that and more.
All that and more.
I remember when you told me about told me about watching this movie.
Yes.
And I was like, I need to see this. It definitely was like, it was on my list before that.
Right. Right.
But this is definitely like okay, now I actually gotta watch it because
It's
I'm excited. It's been a while since I've seen something that's been just fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, let's get weird with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I work in Mermaid Cove out at Fest.
Yeah.
And I have a feeling this is going to be up my alley.
It's certainly nautical.
I also
Nautical.
So this isn't a video podcast. I just want to point out that like I've done sort of a blue makeup look. I've worn these coin pearl bracelets.
Ooh, those are pretty.
And then I have all of my sea creature tattoos. For those of you who don't know me, I have a ton of sea creature tattoos. A lot of on my chest and arms.
Love it.
Well, you are Minnesota's favorite deep sea horror.
I am Minnesota's favorite deep sea horror. That is very true.
So it's
Deep sea horror.
Horror.
Yes,
Not deep sea
correct.
horror.
Yeah.
I mean, well, not on this podcast, but like
that's for a different show.
That's a different show. It's not this
And
show.
another $50.
But
And I did also wear some tentacle earrings.
those are cute as
So
hell.
like,
yeah. But I am very stoked to have another screening with this movie because it's been a while because it was when we watched it probably a year or two ago.
2 years
2
ago,
years
because
ago.
I ended up in
2
the
years.
ER. Like it was Valentine's-ish weekend, 2023.
2023. Okay. Yeah. It was.
Nice.
It was. Prior to that, it was a great time. So I guess with all of that being said, do we just want to watch this thing?
Let's do it.
I think we should dive right in.
On that note, let's roll the tape.
Well, that was gayer and kinkier than I thought it would be.
That's the Lighthouse for you.
When we
am
got to
delighted.
puppy play, it kind of took a turn that you weren't expecting.
Oh, it was way before that.
Well, but like the puppy plays like
Was-
the kinky icing on the gay cake.
Yes, the kinky icing on the gay ass cake.
Exactly.
Oh,
It's
man.
like even in the script, there's a lot of just so many. Like, let's see. I'm trying to look in my notes for like there's one monologue where he says suck off and sperm whale.
That's right. The thing where he was saying if I tell you to
Right. Yeah.
to tear up all the boards and
suck all the rust off of the nails. Suck
So-
off the rust from the nails.
till they're
they're
cleaner. They sparkle
shinier
like a
than-
sperm whale's pecker.
Yeah.
You'll do it and you'll be happy because
Yeah.
it says you will.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Among other things.
Among
and
other
then,
things.
the next scene, he wakes up with like the whitewash on his face.
Yeah, the white,
kind
the
of
aforementioned white
splashed.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Splashed on his
Try
face.
the white stuff. It's delicious.
Whoa there, Lumiere.
You
Calm
know,
down.
Calm down,
We're not
Lumiere.
that French.
with that guy's diet, probably not.
Literally.
No, oh,
Ooh.
I got sad.
A lot of fish.
Sad gay noises.
This was a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And very weird. And it's
It's-
been a while since I've been this
Weirded out.
by a movie. And I kind of like it.
It's kind of the quintessential experience of watching The Lighthouse.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is the first time I watched it, I didn't get to see it in theaters, and I'm still
Yeah, that'd
forever
been
mad
fun.
at myself for missing
Gonna
it. But
have to watch and see if there's a screening.
That's
Yeah.
something. That'd be cool.
This
It'd
would be
worth
cool to
it
see in
this
theaters.
in
Yeah,
a dark
but-
room. Yeah.
Especially with the aspect ratio as
Yep.
tight
Yeah.
as it is.
exactly. But yeah, I first watched it on Halloween 2020, so lockdown full swing. I was
right.
with my long distance person.
Yeah, there you go.
That I was seeing, and so we planned to watch it together for Halloween, and
Cute.
just feeling it was very
Hot.
cute. Hot. Feeling the isolation was one of the things that kind of popped out at me this
Yeah.
time.
sure.
And
And
this came out 2019,
2019,
right?
yes.
Yeah.
Which was like just
Just before-
pre-pandemic,
Right.
pre-lockdown. I can imagine watching this during lockdown would have been
Yeah.
It was a
that much more impactful.
it was a mind fuck.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. I have only two things to contribute to this conversation that I know for sure is the first one is the script. So when Robert Eggers started to Robert Eggers?
Yeah, it was Robert Eggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he first started to work on the script, he started by writing a story about a lighthouse based on the last thing that Edgar Allan Poe ever worked on, which was an incomplete manuscript about a lighthouse.
Yes.
Of course
then-
it was.
Yeah, but then he died before he finished
Goth
it, and so like
motherfucker.
no one knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Mostly it revolved around like this sort of like the world is crumbling around me
Yeah.
and very isolated. That was all that ever got
Right.
written about
Yeah.
it. And so they started working on a screenplay around that, but by the time they got to production, it was this. It was something a little bit different or almost entirely different. The second piece of information that I love about this movie is Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson did not like they're like friends now.
Oh, yeah.
But not until after the movie wrapped.
Sure.
How do you not
like
How do you not trauma bond?
Yeah.
well,
over
but
that?
but they never spent any time together outside of just
Right.
scenes
Yeah.
during.
Oh,
it was
sure.
it was a super intense. They both
Shoot.
talked about how intense the shoot
Oh, yeah.
situation was. I mean, like obviously,
Yeah.
right?
Makes
But-
sense.
had to be.
Yeah, so like they never spent any time with each other outside of being on intakes with each other, and that was like, and then that whole
And
time
then they wrapped and they're like, so that was fucked up. You want to
Yeah.
grab a drink later?
literally that's what it was like their
And then you wanna
friendship,
make out?
Yeah.
right? And you just want to make out for a minute. Like they literally became friends like during the press tour.
Sure.
Like
I could
because they
yeah.
they trauma bonded over like this
Right.
insane thing,
Okay.
and but didn't really spend any time with each other. And when they were not being anywhere close to each other
Right.
in terms of like characterization. They were being incredibly combative. Like there was very extreme emotions one way or another, and
Yeah.
so they ended up becoming more friendly or kind of like being friends like after all of that happened, after
Love
being
it.
wrapped, and they like did stuff after.
Okay, but like, have you seen Willem Dafoe's wife?
No.
She is way hot.
Oh.
I feel like that doesn't surprise me for some reason because Willem Dafoe's the
Like-
kind of guy that could wow.
Wow. Oh yeah. That is a very lovely looking
What's her
couple.
name?
Yeah.
Jada Colla Grande.
That's very Italian.
Very Italian.
Well, your point about basing it off an unfinished Edgar Allan Poe is like when I'm pitching this movie to people to recommend it, I'm like, it's as if Edgar Allan Poe and Herman Melville made a literary baby, and H.P. Lovecraft sat in the cuck chair and watched.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That is definitely H.P. Lovecraft was cucked in this movie.
There was,
100%.
Well, it was like there was just enough like mermaid tentacle
stuff to know that
to add in
to
like,
know H.P. Lovecraft.
the strange
was there.
a little sprinkle of H.P. Lovecraft.
Yeah.
I would almost describe it as like magical realism.
Yeah.
In the way those fantastical elements manifested.
Yeah. And from an editor's perspective, this was a movie that I really enjoyed because sanity is definitely a component that they draw to attention a lot.
Yeah.
And who's the sane one? Are either of them sane? Like playing that, and they
Right.
did a good job of that by just using jump cuts.
Yeah.
Jump
Oh my
cuts are
God,
the
the jump
easiest way
cuts.
to show. Recently, Megan and I in a recent episode were talking about with Silence of the Lambs. Like they had, so Clarice has these like flashbacks,
Yeah.
and they make them very subtle upon entry. Like it doesn't just go poof, and you're like, oh no, she's in a flashback. Like it kind of
It eases you into it.
Yeah.
And
from what I remember of Silence of the Lambs.
Exactly. And this movie is similar in the fact that it doesn't bring attention to the insanity. It just lets it happen. And you'll be like in a crazy moment and suddenly you're jump cut to something that's very disconnected. And you don't need more than that. Like
Right.
that's what like the reason that we as people can deal with edits is because we are used to dreams.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So like when you that was something that I learned when I was in school. I learned that when you do visual, it's really easy to edit visually. Like you can deal with like timing as a whole thing, and there's things that make you feel satisfied or uncomfortable or whatever. But
Right.
it's very flexible because we are constantly blinking our eyes, and we're dealing with dreams, which are very disjointed in terms of visuals.
Yeah.
They kind of flow from one
one
scene
to another,
the
and
next.
our
they
brains just
don't
buy into that.
necessarily need to make sense.
Exactly.
Right.
For us to be like, okay, this is the reality
Yeah.
of the dream that I'm in.
With
Yeah.
audio, it's the opposite.
Oh,
Audio demands some level of continuity. If you take just like one scene and with a very different kind of environment to another and don't prep the audience for that transition, it's very jarring. Like we're used to auditory continuity,
Yeah.
but not visual continuity.
Yeah.
Weird.
I think there's so your point about just you start out this movie like having a good sense of where events are and like
Yes.
how much time and then yeah, your point about the simplicity of the edit being the thing that messes up your sense of
And then
time.
it just unravels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you don't even realize what's going on until until Willem Dafoe's character says, "How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks? 2 days?"
And you're like, I don't
Help
fucking
me to
know.
recollect. I'm like,
Right. We were. I thought you knew. Like literally.
yeah,
you
literally
keeping
though.
track?
Yeah. Who was keeping track on this
Yeah,
damn island?
Who made
Yeah.
the tally marks on
Yeah.
Right.
the
Right.
clapboards?
Yeah, it's exactly. You just, it's amazing how seamlessly you slip into insanity and not
Yeah.
even realize that you're there.
Yeah.
And it's a little scary, but that's, I think, the part of this movie that makes it a little bit of a horror film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it fucks with you. It's a mind. It's quite
a
a
mind-
it's
it's a
quite
mind
literally a mind fuck.
Literally.
Well, literally and figuratively.
And maybe, because it's
Yeah.
a lot
it
of
was
masturbating. My
like
God.
a lot of homoerotic. Okay,
Yeah.
You want to talk about the homoerotic
This movie is
subtext here?
so homoerotic. I cannot count the ways. I mean, there's the within the first scene or first couple of scenes that they have together. Willem Dafoe starts with the coercive behavior. Like he's
Yeah.
pointing out in the rule book. It says, do what
I say.
Do what I say.
Yeah.
Right.
When he's like, I don't want to drink.
So he's like, you're going to do what I say. It says that in the handbook. That's,
Yeah.
the
The
rule.
manipulation starts into
Super, super early.
Right.
But yeah, and then like I mentioned before, the script, just the text of the script. If I had just read this, I would be like, oh, very, very gay vibes.
Yeah.
The suck off sperm whale, white stuff on his face.
Yep.
Big timber.
The speech where he talked like that's like you could take that in sort of a kinky role play context.
Yeah.
The
like ordering around,
the
Right.
random tentacles.
yeah. The fetishization of the light.
Yeah.
Itself. Well, I don't know if that's homo. They do kind of like gender the light as feminine.
Yeah.
The way
Right.
they
It's a
talk
she.
about it's a
Right.
she.
Right.
Yeah. He talks about it
so-
as if it's.
But it's fetishization of the light.
He mentions that like that's my wife.
Right.
You know, that's better than any flesh and blood
and
woman.
quieter.
Which
Misogyny.
honestly, like, have you heard that
You have a song
foghorn?
about misogyny.
I mean, might as well, right?
That's fair.
Misogyny the musical. I'm sorry. I'll sing
Oh my
myself
god.
out.
I'll throw pens at you.
Yeah, that's just all Cole Porter musicals.
Yeah, that's true.
It's actually Guys and Dolls. That's Misogyny the musical.
Yeah.
I have no follow up.
That's fair. I think we're just vamping while
Yeah, I know. That's okay.
Megan looks through her notes.
And there's definitely just like little
yeah.
keywords almost. It's like they were trying to do a will this movie pull up in a search of gay movies. Like they use the word queer,
Yep.
but not meaning
not meaning
not
the
queer.
contemporary meaning
Yeah.
of queer.
You're saying that they stuffed this movie full of gay SEO content?
yes, pretty much.
They've keyword stuffed this whole thing.
They really have.
They've run a train of keywords.
Yes.
Sorry, I got real spicy there.
No, it's good. It's all good. It's all good.
So the other thing in terms of homoeroticism, not just between Defoe and Pattinson, but between Pattinson and the real Ephraim Winslow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a theory, and that I kind of subscribe to is that Thomas Howard, so the person who poses as Ephraim Winslow,
Yeah.
Right.
Young Tom.
Pattinson. So the theory is that he couldn't deal with his romantic feelings for Ephraim, and that's why he
That's
murdered
why
him.
he kind of just let him
Die. Which
Which,
where do you draw that line?
Tomato.
Potato, tomato,
Right.
tomato,
Yeah.
vegetables.
Yeah.
Vegetables.
Vegetables.
Tomatoes are fruits.
Tomatoes are fruit.
I'm a fruit.
Classic.
Do we
Oh, you
want
missed.
to?
I said I was a fruit.
I heard it.
Oh, okay. I'm
Fruits.
sorry. Gay stuff.
Gay stuff.
Gay
Anyway.
shit. But yeah,
I
a lot of
believe it.
same-sex attraction.
Well, and
in
especially
this.
because that Ephraim Winslow comes up during the like montage of him having sex with the mermaid or the siren.
Yeah, I mean,
on-
tomato, potato.
Literally, like, is she a mermaid? Is she a siren? She screams. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Has a mergina.
She has
Oh
a
my
mergina.
God.
Ian's favorite
The
word.
mergina.
Ian's
Mergina.
favorite word
My
of the day.
new favorite word of the day.
Every time we say the secret word, scream real loud.
It's Mergina.
It's also it was also like just right there too.
Yeah.
I
You can't not
I have
talk
so
about
many
the
questions
Yeah, that's
about
a-
this mermaid morphology.
Right.
I can't.
I
even
have
get
questions
into it.
about all mermaid morphology like that.
physiology.
Yeah, it's like I have all sorts of questions about that.
Yeah.
Don't get my mom started. She gets so irritated about everything about mermaids, and I really don't know why, but that's a separate.
Does she have like a? Actually, never mind. I'm
Oh,
not gonna.
I kind of want to poke this bear. I love Shelby and I love mermaids.
I trust me, it's not worth it.
Okay.
I have so many questions.
So this is the third time. I don't know if can I like
Yeah,
abruptly
absolutely.
switch gears. Perfect.
Yeah,
So this is the third time seeing this movie. What jumped out at me this viewing is the work relationship between young Thomas and old Thomas, and just watching old Thomas try to both be a boss
Yeah.
and a friend and like a buddy,
Oh.
and just blurring that relationship
Yeah.
in ways that just
Or not
yeah.
great.
Yeah,
It's-
and like he's bad. He's a bad boss and he's a bad friend.
Right.
He definitely has the middle manager kind of vibe because he's letting young Tom do all the grunt work.
Yep.
And
he gets
just sort of supervising from the lighthouse.
Yeah.
And it seems
And
like
making
he's
out with the lighthouse.
And making out with the... And
absolutely fucking the
other
lighthouse.
things.
Yeah.
But the other thing
trying
too
to
is
impregnate the lighthouse.
not definitely trying to impregnate the lighthouse. He also doesn't just tell him to like, because like managers do have to delegate work to people.
Absolutely.
He does it for the sake of delegating work.
Yeah.
Like that's the part that's really annoying
He does
to
it
me.
for the sake of being
in charge.
in the lighthouse.
Yeah,
In the
in
light
control.
room.
True. He likes to be up there.
He
Sorry, I just literally realized he's like at the top. He like
Literally
he's-
at the top.
he's
quite
the
literally
top
at the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah. Yeah.
for a lot of the movie, and he won't let his underling go to the
top.
until his underling literally buries him alive and kills him.
Okay, so
Or then kills him.
He smashes him
Yeah,
with a
yeah.
pickaxe, and then
I didn't and we'll probably get there because we've got notes, but like that whole like line that he does about the Promethean thing did not register for me the first time around. Like that was new when he talked about like you will literally like he's like there's a anyone who looks into the light, there's a punishment.
Yeah.
A Promethean punishment for anyone who stares into the light.
Which is hilarious because Prometheus gave fire to humanity,
Right.
which is also kind of symbolic of our desire for technology and
Right.
and
Progress
scientific
and power.
progress.
Yeah.
I have a whole note about it at the end.
Oh, wonderful. We'll get
should
there.
we get into my
Spoilers.
notes?
Yeah, let's do it.
So the first subtitles was like distant foghorn. I'm like foghorn, French horn, same diff.
Same dev.
they do kind of sound similar.
And then it
That'll be the first thing in the description for this episode. Will just be in
Distant
quotes distant
foghorn?
foghorn.
In brackets.
In brackets,
Yeah.
yeah, brackets.
Brackets.
and then we see like the ship, and I'm like, look down, don't look them in the eye. It was
Jesus.
very, especially because the water is beating at the hull of the ship, kind of in a really rhythmic. I was like, look down. Anyway.
That's so interesting because I took my note in a different direction, but I said sea shanty beat. I'm like,
Or
that's
that.
still like same
Kind of that
samey,
Same
vibe.
like same
Yeah.
idea of like a work song or like
Yeah,
or like something that you have
like
to
a Les Mis.
yeah
sort of.
the opening to
Yeah.
the opening of Les Mis.
Oh, is that
I
what
wrote-
that is? That what
yeah.
that is? Oh, okay.
Have
I
you
don't-
not seen Les Mis?
I saw it once.
Okay.
I didn't like it.
I was gonna say, are you saying
There
that
was
so
a
you don't have to
time.
watch it for the podcast?
No,
or-
I've seen it before. I actually I watched a
Oh, the
stage
film version.
I saw a stage production of it
Okay.
and I hated it. I
That's fair.
don't
You
like
know,
Les Mis.
that's fair.
And,
It's
and like
long.
I like a lot of stuff, and to me, I'm like, this is all running together, and my brain
Yeah.
starts to hurt. And then I'm like, and then the people are like, now imagine this with Russell Crowe. I'm like, no, thank you. And so I
It's
just
not-
decided not.
It's just I have a lot of problems with Les Mis, the
Movie version.
the filmed version, but we're not talking about
yeah,
that.
Right.
So
yeah, one day.
it doesn't make sense to get into that here.
Yeah.
I wrote plot twist: the bonk on the head was more severe, and he fell down the stairs and died.
Ooh.
This was all a death rattle.
No.
I feel
I feel like that would have been a kinder fate.
Right.
probably yeah.
Because he walks up the stairs, and because he's 6'1", he bonks his head
And
on the
then
ceiling.
And that was actually the rest of it was just a total
Just
like
a total-
yeah.
Fever dream.
And then he pulls a merkin out of the bed and finds a mermaid.
as one does.
Scrimshaw.
Scrimshaw.
There's a horror fest show called Scrimshaw.
Nice.
Sorry, I just remembered that.
It's good.
No, my
I'll save that for the end.
next note is something I shared with you during the screening. It was that I would ride his handlebar mustache all the way to the mainland.
Same.
Fair, very fair. Respect for that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
The coercive behavior starts early with the you're gonna drink and
You're gonna do what I tell
Right.
you.
you're gonna do what I tell you. That's
Right.
kind of the rule of the lay of the land here.
Right.
He also gets revealed as superstitious too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he's like bad luck to leave a toast unfinished
unfinished.
or whatever.
Right.
And then it's bad luck to
Bad luck to kill a seabird.
kill a seabird. I was kind of trying to figure out who these guys were at the beginning, and I'm like,
Yeah.
was Old Tom like a sea captain that had a mutiny against him? Because he definitely has more of a sailor vibe.
He does.
Yes.
Than like a lighthouse keeper.
Being a sailor definitely is part of Old Tom's identity.
Yeah.
It's a
He's
big
made
part of
it-
his personality.
He's like maintained it on
Yeah.
purpose. Yeah. Yeah.
It also just like in general, there's always a question of how much of the truth is he actually telling,
Right.
And that
for
becomes
both
more
of them,
apparent.
to be
Yeah,
honest.
exactly.
For both of
That's
them, yeah.
They both lie.
I don't like either of them.
He also has big.
Except I would
like-
ride their handlebar mustaches
Yeah.
all the way to the mainland.
Fair.
He
fair.
does have big damn millennials.
I'm here for
Yeah.
Damn youngins.
Yeah,
Right,
energy.
right.
These kids, nobody wants to work.
Yeah.
Arr.
Back in my day.
Back in my day, we worked as a wiki and we liked it.
Yeah. There were a couple times where the camera just moved straight up.
Right?
That I mean,
bonkers, isn't
there was
it?
one that was the spiral staircase,
Yeah.
and then later there was the one of just the outside of the lighthouse. And I'm just like, this is really cool, and I like it, and it's. I don't know why.
A tie on to that, like absolutely, like it's like a lot of the cinematography was like really impressive, especially considering like I think the thing that makes it really impressive to me is they weren't using a digital film camera.
Right.
They were actually shooting it on like a Kodak black and white film
Yeah.
stock.
Yeah.
And like that's a nightmare to deal with.
Yeah.
Like big reels of film. Like you've seen the Panavision cameras with the big bunny ears on top of it. Like you have to move all of that around if you're
Yeah.
doing smooth camera movements with like a camera operator. Like that's a lot. Like,
and the
it's cool to see.
lighting for everything
Right.
had to
They
be
used
so.
all- Is it all natural lighting?
It would be
Or-
for film, for like shooting for film ISOs, it would be almost impossible to use all natural lighting.
Yeah.
But to make it look natural would be very challenging because it did. I mean, it was
Yeah.
high contrast. Everything looked like it was coming from a specific light source, which I'm sure they were doing using strategically placed like hidden lights
Yeah,
and stuff. But
sure.
like one candle could not
Right.
light a scene, like an indoor scene enough for like
No.
film stock to do that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so technically
Yeah.
this
Very
movie
impressive.
super impressive.
Super impressive.
Dude, don't stare into the light. It's like really bad for your eyes.
Yeah.
I wrote this whole movie is a lithograph.
True.
It's very
Yeah.
it's very like
It's
all of-
contrasty.
it's so contrasty. All
Yeah.
of the light is very light.
Yeah.
Like not overblown,
Yeah.
but I was thinking of the one scene in particular where he's
You made me think about some ideas for a craft project.
it was definitely like a line of white, and
Yeah.
then like the top of his hat. That was
Yeah.
the only things that were lit. And we could hear him coming up the stairs. It's very like,
Yeah.
I want to say like noir.
It does,
Yeah.
like from a shooting perspective.
Yeah.
But I think to your point, like you think it's noir, but noir is very scopy and cinematic and
Yeah.
smooth. This is gritty and dirty
Yeah.
and kind of rough around the
Grimy.
edges. Grimy, yeah.
Yeah.
Rough around the edges and lots of film noise and lots of it's
Yeah.
a film. I mean, I don't think it's a film stock that they use very often, and it was a huge push because the studio wanted them to shoot with a digital film camera,
Right.
and then grade it to cut to
Way
black and white,
cheaper and
way
way easier.
cheaper. And basically like
They were like,
the
"Get
directors
fucked."
were basically just like, we're not doing it unless we do it with film stock.
Well, and I think that's kind of it seems that is Robert Eggers' philosophy as a director. Like I think he's done an interview where he said, I would never shoot something set in the contemporary day because I don't want to shoot cell phones. Like
Right,
it bothers
okay.
me.
Sure,
So
sure.
but this is the movie that made me start following him as a director.
And I like the idea. I mean, like, and I think
That's giving me like Guillermo del Toro energy because
Yeah.
in a recent interview about his upcoming Frankenstein movie, which I'm so stoked
excited
for,
for.
it looks so fucking good. He is very, very much on the side of practical sets, practical
Yeah.
effects. He actually said something along the lines of, I want to hear people hammering and painting on the set, and
right,
like I don't want to just CGI everything.
right.
That speaks to me as a theater, as a
That-
Yeah.
same.
performer.
Yeah, I think we've got
Big
a
same.
room full of theater kids. So for your benefit, Megan and I met in high school theater.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're in safe company with a couple of theater nerds
Our
alongside you.
Titanic episode was
With our
high
school
school
theater
drama
director.
teacher.
It is on
she's
my list to watch
fantastic.
Yeah,
Titanic
she's
so I can
phenomenal.
listen to that episode
Yeah.
because I've never seen it before.
Yeah, it's a good time. That one's practically a parody of our podcast. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, it's agreed. I am a big fan. Like I've never been against digital effects when needed. My problem is like don't start there.
George
Yeah.
Lucas. Sorry, what?
Hello? Charge your bitch.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I've been fighting off a cold, so it might have sounded like I
Said George
said George
Lucas.
Lucas, but
Yeah.
I was actually just
Just
coughing.
coughing.
Had
Got
a, had a gungan in my throat.
Had a gungan in my throat. My tongue is stuck.
But it's that Wes Anderson, that
Yeah.
puppet Yoda
Yeah.
versus digital Yoda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like practical effects will always look better than CGI.
They also age better.
They also
than CGI.
age better.
Definitely. And acting, the actors do better because
Yeah.
you're experiencing the physical location.
I'm sorry, we're talking about practical effects. Can I talk about the show that I'm in for?
Yes.
So
Please do. There'll be a link in the description.
yes.
somewhere.
So the show that I'm in for the Twin Cities Horror Fest, I will talk more about that. So the show we're in is called Gospel Gus's Godly Good Time Get Together. It is a parody
Absolutely.
of like direct to video evangelical Bible
Yes.
programs like Salty and like we have actual puppets.
Yes.
And it's just like when I saw some of the footage from the from the film day we did yesterday, I was like, I genuinely believe that this show is a fever dream that we collectively hallucinated.
Right.
Yeah.
And
right.
like all these puppets are made out of like crutches and like cloth and a hood.
Right,
It's
I love it.
They look so lifelike and
love
real.
puppets.
Right. That's so fun.
Puppets are so much
It
are,
is.
are so amazing.
are fun.
They're super fun. Yeah. Absolutely.
But yeah, to your just kind of chiming in with
Yeah.
Yeah.
puppet
Sure.
puppet good. We are
Yes.
pro puppet on
We are
this
pro
Our
podcast.
pro puppet.
I hope so anyway.
yeah,
we're very, very pro
much so.
puppet.
Yeah.
This seagull is serving sass, and Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson is not here for
Right,
it.
yeah.
That seagull had a bone to pick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that seagull had a grudge.
Right. He's like, I'll get your liver later.
Yeah.
Prometheus.
What did you call me?
Your
Nothing.
liver looks tasty, boy.
Some fava beans.
Whoa there, Hannibal.
Way there, Hannibal.
Whoa there.
Hannibal.
Hannibal Seagull.
Dr. Lecter.
Hannibal Seagull.
Seagull
Hannibal
Lecter.
Seagull Lecter.
Well, now I want to see a seagull dressed up as Dr. Hannibal Lecter with the face mask.
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
I
love
was, so my next note is, how did Robert Pattinson escape this shoot without slipping a disc?
He might not.
Like-
I think he did. He might have gotten
He
injured.
must have, because there was
Now I'm gonna Google
that
this.
thing that he was carrying with the like head strap.
Yeah, it was like
on
a-
his back.
Like I think it was the salt line.
It must have been like the salt, lime, or iodine
that he was
stuff.
using to
It was
treat the
chalk.
water.
I looked it up. It was
Chalk.
chalk.
Oh, that's right. It was
Okay.
chalk.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh yeah, because it would absorb.
Yeah, it
The
like
nasty
stirred up
stuff.
and pulled the stuff.
Yeah.
From it.
Yeah.
And I looked it up on the St. Augustine Lighthouse website, and that is something they actually did with the cisterns.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And it's treated. That
They
makes it
use
safe to
chalk.
drink.
Sure. No.
Not when
they-
there's a
not
dead
unsafe.
seagull in
I
it.
think they still had to boil it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For,
all right.
for
that makes-
drinking,
Sure.
but
Sure.
but
But
the
it-
chalk was enough to get, because otherwise, even if you boiled it, like
It would
wouldn't
still-
it wouldn't
Yeah.
fix it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they had to it was a whole thing.
Wow.
And then he had to carry the heavy ass kerosene thing.
yeah,
up
the
a
big
whole
jug,
ass.
which he turns out he didn't have to do
Exactly.
because Willem Dafoe gave him bad instructions.
And my next thing is fucking asshole, because he gives him the little like
the little jug,
the little jug thing that he could have used, and
It's like,
then
you
he's
could've-
like, and now bring that back down.
You could have
Fuck
told me
you,
last
man.
time.
Seriously, you could have told me this.
Yeah. Well, like
His
that's where I
poor
was.
spine.
I think that's where I was noticing a lot of like the bad work environment
Oh,
and the
yeah.
bad working conditions, because I just got out of a bad working situation. That was really traumatic.
Yeah.
And just that's the thing that stuck out to me.
The story that he was telling at dinner, either that night or subsequent night,
Sometime afterward.
that was like about the mutiny that he was on the ship, the something, and there was a mutiny, and I'm like, that feels kind of foreshadowy. And it kind of was.
It was.
You know, bad luck to it's bad luck to kill a seabird, and he's like, oh, it's bad luck to kill a seabird. I'm like, have you not read Rime of the Ancient Mariner?
Yeah.
That thing, that whole poem is because dude killed an albatross, and the gods were mad because he killed an albatross. Don't kill a fucking seabird.
Yeah. You could also chalk that up to young Thomas dismissing his, you're a superstitious old fool.
You're just an old man,
right?
With his crazy ideas.
It's just, and you goddamn millennials. I love that. I love the dialect work in this.
Yeah,
super good. Yeah,
I totally thought this was like England, and then I realized, oh wait, no, that's more Boston.
New England.
Yeah. New England.
You're close.
It kind of ventures into mid-Atlantic territory, especially on Defoe's part.
Yeah.
Whereas
Yep.
Robert Pattinson's accent was definitely very Boston.
Yep.
Yeah.
Begrimed and bedraggled. Title of my sex tape.
I mean, I think you might have brought up this point as well, but just like the griminess and just the grossness.
Everything was gross. Like even the side of the building was like weather worn and no paint and full of dirt and whatever. Yeah.
And they were all muddy and
You get the feeling that they're never really clean.
No, exactly.
Like even if they are clean, there's like a layer of grime.
Right. And the fact that old Tom is just like constantly farting. There's just like
the
kind
power
of even
move farting.
Yeah, power move farting.
It's literally power move farting.
Even when it's like the air isn't even clean.
Yeah.
Because he's just like farting, you know? Like,
and it probably smells like, because like I think I just experienced this for the first time last year, is like smelling salt in the air gives it a different smell.
Yeah. It'd be like experientially very intense. Like all of that would be a lot.
Sensory nightmare.
Exactly. Truly.
It also feels like you're never quite dry.
Right.
Probably.
Because, you know, the ocean's right there.
Right.
And you were in the middle of it.
Right.
And if it's not, you know, like humidity, it's literally raining on you.
Right.
And the roof sucks, and it just, you feel damp and salty and wet all the time. And I'm moving on because
I made a face imagining that.
Yes.
Even though I love the ocean.
Right.
Oh no, I love being by water. I love it.
Yeah.
It calms me down like nothing else.
Yep. I'm a Lake Superior boy personally, but that's my own thing.
Lakes, rivers,
it'll
ocean.
do in a pinch.
Yeah. No, I actually am actively a little afraid of the ocean.
That's fair.
I'd rather be around Lake Superior.
That's
I'm
even
okay
though
if I'm on the beach. If there's a solid piece of land.
Sure.
Within sight.
I don't like ocean beaches.
Oh.
I don't know what did that for me. I find them overwhelming.
Maybe you like. So, random, totally off topic tangent.
We
Feel
do that
free
here
to cut
sometimes.
it.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
My mother-in-law is very kind of woo-wee woo. Have you met?
Yeah.
She's kind of woo-wee woo and like.
I feel like I should put this tarot deck away.
No, definitely no.
If you leave it out, leave it.
Maybe leave it out.
All right.
But she has a theory that anything that you're irrationally afraid of is what killed you in a previous life. Like she is irrationally afraid of polar bears.
Huh.
And she thinks she
on
might have been.
No, that was the North Pole. Sorry, don't listen to me.
Wrong one.
Oh, yeah, they're the North
That's
Pole.
where they live.
That's not. That's penguins that aren't on the North Pole.
Penguins
I'm fine.
are at the
I'm
South
doing
Pole.
great. Tom's laughing at me. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever.
But yeah, like she's weirdly afraid of polar bears, and so she thinks maybe she died by polar bear in a previous life.
She was on Shackleton's ship.
So maybe you died by
drowning in the ocean.
Probably
in a previous life.
Yeah.
And like for me, the ocean, like I've only gotten to swim in the ocean properly once, and it felt weirdly like home, and like I felt at home in the ocean.
Maybe you were a mermaid in a previous life.
You know, like again,
Or
Minnesota's
like a fish or something. I don't know.
The moniker of Minnesota's favorite deep sea horror is only half a joke, to be honest.
It's fair. It's fair.
Horror.
Yes,
Horror.
Minnesota's favorite horror, not whore.
Horror.
That's a different show.
Yes, that is not today.
Anyway,
Oh, sorry. No, please.
No, I was going to go back to my notes after mentioning my mother-in-law.
Classic.
Love you.
We've been bleeping you this whole time.
Honestly,
but we
the
care
best
about you.
mother-in-law a girl could hope for.
Yeah, she's a good gal.
She
gal.
She's a good gal.
Okay, first time she met me, even before she met me, she ran my birth chart. And
Yeah, she's one of those.
she's one of those.
Yeah, no,
I am angrily brandishing the tarot deck at you.
And she was looking at my birth chart and she's like, "Oh, Leo rising. That explains the hair." And I'm like,
what? Hello?
My what?
What does that mean?
'Cause I have like curly, thick hair, and
Right.
Leo risings typically have like thick.
I'm a Leo rising, right?
You are a Leo rising.
Yeah. That's fine.
What's with your hair then,
No,
buddy?
it's not thick enough for sure.
It's thicker than it was.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I've been working on that. Don't ask about that.
You've been putting in your hair gains.
My hair gain. No.
Get those hair gains. Rogaines.
No. It's been it's mostly laser light at a specific nanometer.
Okay. Huh.
Show you a nanometer.
Yeah. Right. Tell me more about your nanometer.
Anyway, the Lighthouse.
Oh, lordy. Boy, howdy.
But sorry, this is kind of our vibe.
I'm just along for the ride.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
absolutely.
Then we get to the suck off, the sperm whale.
Yeah,
I'm like,
Yeah.
there's some homoerotic
The
overtones.
kinky ordering around.
Yeah.
Then the white stuff on his face.
Yeah. Does.
Then this bird has no boundaries.
Truly.
Because it was like pecking at his jeans and like
His
ripped
overalls,
his jeans or his overalls or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just.
No, you're fine. I was like, fucking rude.
Wait.
Like the seagulls are rude.
Yeah, that's
The
so
seagulls
rude.
are just straight up rude,
Very
in
rude.
this movie, which does not.
They are seagulls, to
They
be
are
fair,
seagulls,
but also
but
rude.
Yeah.
He worked big
That's
timber.
how my partner says the word rude. He's like,
Yeah.
rude.
Classic.
He worked
The
big
goblin.
timber.
Sorry, the goblin.
That's his
You're
gay
okay.
porn
I'll
name.
blank him.
What's his gay porn name?
Big Timber.
Oh,
Timber,
that's a
classic.
that's a good.
Wait, for
that's a
young
good
Tom?
grinder
Yeah.
name.
Yeah.
Because
With the-
that's
with
because
the
he's a timberman.
facial hair.
He worked big timber.
Yeah, what's a timberman want with being a wiki?
Something of a wiki myself.
You're gonna have to push that in the. You're gonna have to put that meme in
I'll
the
find
show.
it somewhere.
I have it. I
Okay,
can send
perfect.
it
Yeah,
to
because
you.
I created it then promptly lost it. So we might have to post it on the website.
Then I have the note, what's he writing in his diary every day, which we find out later
is the work log book.
The work log where he basically trashes young Tom and is like he's
smirches his reputation.
he's working drunk and he's
masturbating
all the time and he does shit work. And
I have a question for the two of you.
okay,
all right.
So at the we get the end where their two versions of reality are violently different.
Yeah.
Right? Who do you think is more correct?
I'm not convinced that either one is.
And I agree with you, but I'm very curious, like based on young Tom's like behavior. Like, because if we're perceiving this movie from his lens, and I'm not trying to say that old Tom is in the right or the clear at all here.
Yeah.
But like, do we think that it's possible that young Tom actually is just not quite with reality? And like, so like the way we're perceiving is like, yeah, I was coerced into drinking, or like some of this stuff was exaggerated. Like some of this stuff was like, like he was asked once nicely and then gave in. Like, you know what I mean? Like, was there a, are we seeing it through his warped perspective?
I
go
think
ahead.
we see him actually working pretty hard.
Yeah.
From his perspective.
From his perspective, I don't I don't know if either of them is the arbiter of truth.
No,
here.
no, and I'm not, and that's not what
I
this
think-
thought exercise is supposed to be.
Maybe,
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out if when at the end we get this like very earnest like, well, but you were like this from old Tom, like the whole time you could like when he was doing kind of gaslighty shit, he was very like very like kind of like a vibe.
and that's what makes me not believe his version.
Old Tom?
Old Tom.
Sure.
Because we've seen this coercive, this gaslighty behavior
Totally.
from the beginning.
Totally.
And
No, you're right.
I'm not saying that means that young Tom is telling the truth or is being totally earnest.
Totally.
But
Yeah.
it's more of a pattern with old Tom to
Yeah.
bring up the
And-
oh no, you were the one who did this and this and this when we saw.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
So I don't know if that's a perspective thing or if it's
Yeah.
like
Another manipulation tactic.
Right.
The thing that I was gonna talk about is we are shown young Tom kind of masturbating. What did we say? Tending the beacons.
Tending the beacon.
Tending
Yeah.
the beacon.
tending the beacon.
It's conceivable that he probably snuck off when he should have been doing something else.
and
But like,
that's-
Right.
I don't think it's.
You know.
I don't think it's. I don't necessarily think he's a star employee. I also don't think it's as severe as old Thomas
Yeah.
has made it,
He's
has
blowing-
portrayed it in
he's
the work.
Yeah.
playing up all of the things that
Right.
are
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
he's taking the small infractions and making them bigger than they actually are.
Right. And
So-
for what reason he does that?
Yeah.
right. Okay.
I think he does it to keep young Tom there. Oh. Because at the end he's like, "Don't leave me."
Right.
Right.
And he chops up the door.
And he
Oh,
chops
no,
up-
you're right.
He chops up the little emergency dinghy and
So you're thinking there's maybe like an element of loneliness there.
He killed his previous.
Do we think that's what happened?
Yes.
Yeah.
With
You
the
think
way
that he-
with the way we found his head
in the lobster
in the lobster
trap.
trap,
Okay.
like,
I would believe
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
and I posed this question after that, but I'm like, did he kill his previous second because he was asking too many, or because he was like pushing back
Right.
on that gaslighting and being
Right.
like, no, you did that instead of me.
Right.
Or
Asserting
I
himself.
actually do the work and you're just up there masturbating in the light.
In the light.
Trying to impregnate the light.
yeah.
As one does.
As one does.
You know what?
Y'all seen, Princess and the Frog, right? You know what that June bug was doing. the Firefly was doing.
Oh.
Yes. Don't you disrespect me, little man. Sorry, that's different.
Okay, also one of my
sorry.
favorite Disney villains. Not
so
gonna lie.
good.
He's
This is
such
why
a
you need
great-
to watch Hazbin Hotel.
I do.
when you're awake.
I actually do need to watch it when I'm sober.
Yeah.
Jerking it to the light.
That's actually my new techno duo.
Jerking it to the light.
Yeah.
That's your. That feels like your inaugural album.
He was,
Oh, yeah.
he was
Fair.
he was
Yeah,
in the
that's fair.
splash zone and there's a tentacle question
Yep.
mark.
Yeah.
Question mark. Yeah, there's some stuff happening up there.
That was where I mentioned that was where like the bits of like magical real, because it's a real setting, but then there are these fantastical
Yeah.
things that creep
Right.
in, and I that's one of the things I love about this movie.
How much of that do we think is young Tom losing his mind?
Yes.
Perfect. Amazing. No notes.
I mean, Megan, if you have different
No,
thoughts, I would
I-
love to hear.
I
Also, 'cause I have
agree.
the same thought.
Yeah, because I definitely think that was like when he's become obsessed with the beacon, right? He's obsessed
Right.
with the light. He's obsessed with going up there.
Right.
Other guy doesn't want him up there. He's not sure. Maybe old Tom is concerned about what young Tom's like deal is. He's worried about like being something wrong happening and like
the light being corrupted.
I
Maybe.
thought
Right.
I thought it was more possessive.
No,
I thought
that-
it was more
that
like
too.
there is that
There is
too.
like
that too.
my light. This
But
is mine. Only I
but
can.
based on the way
masturbate in it.
right, the way that young Tom's the way that
Sorry.
young Tom is I'm sorry, it's super side tangent. That like little side bit. You've seen that I can't remember what the like audio quote is from. I think it's like Game Grumps or something random where it was like they made a quote where it was like I wouldn't remember something if I was with you. Or remember more if I was sleeping with you. It was like Jesus.
Yes.
That's all I can think.
Jesus, look at this happening. Oh no! I remember the full quote. I was so surprised you didn't forget to meet me this morning. Wouldn't have forgotten if I was sleeping with you. Well, look at this Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's flustered.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Just the starting a new thought and then
Oh
God,
my
Yeah,
processing-
that was the
processing the old thought.
So good.
God, I love
love
auditory processing
it's
disorder.
So good. It's
Makes
so
for
good.
some great moments.
And vocal stimming.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
That's bananas.
That's bananas.
Seagull goo, no.
No, not the seagull.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was violent.
Can we
Yeah.
not get like a cover for the cistern water?
Yo.
I think that like there is a cover, isn't there?
I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't
he
remember.
opens a little hatch on it.
Yeah.
How did the seagull get in
Because
there?
the seals are fucking dicks.
They are dicks.
They're dicks.
They were, I believe it was dead before it went in there.
That could be.
Maybe old Tom was poisoning the water.
Yeah,
or did
oh.
young Tom do it to himself? And
Or
forget?
that.
You did it to yourself.
Did it to yourself.
You've done it. You've done that yourself. That's turned her against me.
To quote real Tom here, men will literally throttle a seabird then go to therapy.
I love that. I'm gonna skeet that later.
It's in my notes. Thank
Absolutely. So good.
I wanted to go briefly. Just I think the first time I watched this film, the throttling of the seabird
Is a lot.
frightened
It's
me.
so much.
It's genuinely because there's so much like underlying tension that just kind of runs the
Yeah.
whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's those moments of outbursts where it's like,
he's
like you can
just
see
like,
like the and neither of them and,
Overkill.
and nothing that either of them do is like that over the top campy violence.
No,
like
it's
real,
very real.
aggressive and frightening.
Visceral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
getting water. Keep talking.
That's the super cool tracking shot up the lighthouse. LOL lobster trap.
I thought of Jordan Peterson because the Goblin and I make jokes about lobsters, and he'll do his Jordan Peterson Kermit the Frog impression. It's just like, well, lobsters. I can't do it.
And then I'm like, okay, well now I want lobster.
Yeah, I also want, but they probably don't have any butter
No, they probably don't because
it would spoil.
yeah,
It would go rancid.
bummer.
I wonder if clarified butter. Sorry, now I'm thinking
Like
about
some-
food again.
Some ghee. Anyway,
Get some ghee.
getting drunk and singing sea shanties sounds like a good time.
Then some
We
of those
can
are
do that literally whenever you want.
I know.
Yeah,
I am aware.
That whenever.
We could do that the whole time.
We could have been doing this the whole time.
The whole time.
The whole time.
So one thing I want to bring up is I did look up. I mean, one of them is a sea shanty, and then the one that Robert Pattinson is singing is like a timber work song, like up from
I noticed
I
that.
did hear that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I looked that one up too because
That's
I was
cool.
curious.
Super cool.
I'll send you some recordings if you want to.
Yeah.
Want to see them
Yeah.
or hear them, I should say.
Yeah, either way.
Yeah.
And then he got so shit faced, literally.
Oh, that's right.
He
'Cause
dumps
the
the
chamber pods.
chamber pots
that
in-
is-
And the poop
into
water.
the wind, and it just
That is the
splashes.
most like viscerally awful like. bleh.
While we were watching, you were like, "Is he gonna slip and fall?" And I'm like, "No, it's worse."
It's worse.
No,
It's definitely worse.
Like, oh, that is much worse.
Awful.
I hate that.
Absolutely
Yeah, it's horrible.
terrible.
There were multiple times in this movie where you were like, no, it's worse.
It's actually worse. Yeah.
And then he sees the siren on the shore, on the
Sirenade.
rocks, siren, mermaid, whatever.
Alongside the Mergina.
The Mergina.
Literally just
That's
a
why. I mean,
Mergina
that's why I'm here. No,
right
I'm
at the
kidding.
top.
What?
I'll see myself out.
But it's your podcast.
I know. This isn't the first time in like recent memory that I've just walked out of my own podcast.
Well, and it's like, it's so obviously a Mergina.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
There's
It's
no-
very yonic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yonic is such a fun word to
Yeah,
say,
it is.
by the
It's a fun
way.
word.
Yonic.
Talk about auditory stimming.
Yonic.
Yonic.
That's
Oh,
bananas.
it's bananas.
Bananas. Sorry.
That's bananas. Oh,
my
fuck.
God.
Why'd you let me on this podcast?
You know what?
You asked. Man.
It's true. I did it.
No, it's all good.
There were a
It's all good.
couple moments where there was like the shot of some sort of like some kind of gauge in the
Oh, yeah.
in like the boiler room or whatever. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't know what that gauge means, but I don't think it's good.
I have
Yeah.
some like all that machinery. I'm like, that shit's not getting greased enough. I'm sorry. There's something up with that.
You know who is getting greased, though? It's Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson sure is.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh no.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
And then they dig up the booze. I'm like, oh, thank God we found the booze.
The rations.
The rations. The real rations.
You know that immediately. I think we said it during the episode too, where it's like, no, I just want to watch the first Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
I think I was like, well, booze has calories.
Yeah.
Because this was
Why is
after.
rum gone?
Why
is the rum hole gone?
Why is rum hole gone?
But
Oh,
the-
that was God's old rum hole. That's coming
God's
out.
old
God's
rum
old rum.
hole. Oh my God.
He said I wrote down he's gaslight housing him.
So good.
God.
I feel seen by the I would fuck if I had a steak I would fuck it.
I know. I was like, and that's just Megan.
You know
So
what? It was a good enough steak.
One thing, so the person I watched this with, the long distance person I was seeing at the time, he will quote that line, like that's the one that sticks in his head, which is funny to me because he's vegetarian. I'm just like, just watching Ian almost do a spit take.
vegetarian. Fucking scared of him.
But if I had a steak, I would fuck it.
I would
And
fuck
the
it.
line delivery on that is
so
so
good.
ridiculous
So good.
too.
Both of them have literally perfect line delivery the entire goddamn
Literally the
movie.
whole
It's
damn
Goddamn
so,
time.
The goddamn movie.
Time.
Smart pack.
Smat pack.
Hey, wise guy. This guy's got smart pack.
Fond of me lobster, eh?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry asking people that. You fond of me lobster? Like I'm.
Fond of me
sorry.
lobster.
Are you coming on to me?
You coming on to me?
I mean, I don't mind.
I
but
mean,
like,
I'm just like checking, right?
I just want to make sure because I'm autistic as hell.
Right.
And then
Same
the monologue that Willem Dafoe delivers, he does this a couple times in the movie where he just delivers like Shakespearean
Oh,
monologues.
so good.
Hark! Oh shit!
Like-
I should have.
No, you're fine.
leaned
You're
back.
good.
Like
You didn't
WTF.
clip. You're good. Yeah.
And then there's this whole like Shakespearean monologue and the rage and the anger, and it's like, okay, fine, have it your way. I like your cooking.
Right. Yeah.
It ends
after
they-
all
so
that.
anticlimactically.
So
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And then we get the Kubrick stare,
Yeah.
Except film from above.
except from above.
The camera angles were so goddamn
Camera angles
wild.
are
Like
so cool.
But we're farther into the movie now, and they are no less wild at this
Yeah.
point.
Oh, yeah.
It's just crazy.
And if anything, they've gotten even more
wild. Yeah, for sure.
And then he don't
Quiet
be
on
suspicious. Sneaks up on him trying to get the keys.
Right.
And then he's like, "Oh, I was totally not
Just
doing
standing over you like that?
Standing over
Wasn't
you.
weird.
Yeah. Wasn't weird.
wasn't weird or gay or murderous.
No,
Right,
totally
right.
not even a little bit.
Right, right.
And then I just wrote Siemens sexy montage
I love that. Oh, that's the
because
okay,
that's when
yeah.
he's actually having sex with the mermaid.
That's like
and
the
then
crazy montage.
maybe
Actually, the
also
name of my burlesque show. Thank you very much.
What having
Siemens
sex? Oh,
Siemens
Sexy
Sexy
Montage.
Sexy.
I mean,
That's a really good show title, though.
Right?
It is a
I
good-
want to audition for this show.
let's do it.
honestly, 100%. We should just do it.
Siemens
Yeah,
Sexy
Siemens
we should
Sexy Montage.
absolutely.
I'll have to call some people I know would be more suited to actually running it. But like,
Oh,
you know, I want to
I
be part of
totally
it.
know people who
Yeah,
would
totally.
absolutely
Same.
be in that.
Amazing.
I love the hard cuts from like this whole next sequence where it's like they're drunk dancing and singing and then to this really quiet intimate cuddling
Yes, the cuddling.
Yeah, the cuddling.
Oh my god.
and then they were either going to kiss or punch and they chose punch and now they're cuddling again.
Yeah.
Look, I get it.
Like
It
you know
happens.
You need some aftercare.
yeah
Right.
I guess
Right. Exactly. Though I feel like there were no safe words in this particular
there were
situation.
no safe words.
Oh, this was
safe
not.
word was seagull.
The safe word was Seagull.
This was not safe, sane, consensual play.
No,
so
it's not.
Please practice SSC,
Right,
kids.
right,
You're gonna
right,
do
right.
kink.
Right. Right.
I said, "Oh, he killed Winslow." I did not.
I did not. Oh, hi,
Oh, hi,
Mark.
Tom.
Oh, hi, Tom.
Wait, what?
Hello.
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 I was like, oh, he didn't kill him. He just let him die in a log jam. Yikes. Yeah. Bro needs some therapy, not a lighthouse, or maybe he needs a good lighthousing.
Oh
Bro
my
will
God.
literally fuck a lighthouse.
He would
and
literally
go to
fuck a lighthouse
and
and
go to therapy.
God, why does everyone want to fuck the lighthouse so bad?
You don't get it.
You know what? Never mind. I don't.
Do I know? Wait, does everyone else want to fuck the lighthouse and I just didn't get that
No.
memo? Or
No, I don't want to fuck the lighthouse.
oh,
don't
okay,
wanna
cool.
fuck the
I just want to
lighthouse.
fuck an octopus. No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
I knew that.
That's like kind of part of my personality.
Yeah, it's kind of part of your deal. I
Yeah.
figured that was true.
Yeah.
And-
Maybe I am Minnesota's favorite deep sea whore.
Anyway.
And
You know?
Willem Dafoe is naked with lighthouse eyeballs.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
I forgot that
That
part was in
shot
there.
is very
the shot where it
so
opens,
surreal.
It's so weird. Like,
Yeah.
super weird.
there's a couple of shots
I was
that
kind
are
of
like
into it.
more like tableaus. So they're like they're like dynamic paintings.
Yeah.
They're not.
It's
they're
very
not a,
creation of Adam.
yeah.
It's very
and like they don't move really. It's just like the camera maybe pans back or
Yeah.
forward. Like it's these weird. Yeah.
That is another reason
really-
I like Robert Eggers' visual style as a director.
Okay.
he does a
Because
lot
that's
like
the
that.
kind of thing that he does.
it's so dynamic.
very Caravaggio,
Yeah, 'cause
very
it's like it's just like, well, that's a Renaissance painting.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's so cool.
literally The Shining being chased by an older male figure with an axe.
Classic.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they're arguing in the living quarters, and they've got dirt on each other. He's like, I know you killed Winslow. I
Right.
know
You killed your first,
your
most
last
recent wiki.
Yeah.
First
more gaslight housing.
gaslight house.
Gaslight.
was like,
housing.
and that's when I put up the did he kill his second because the second was pushing back against all the gaslight housing.
Yeah. Yeah.
and like honestly, like maybe
Yeah.
Right.
because he's Willem Dafoe's character is somebody who cannot stand to not be in control.
Right.
And that's why I
what I've
think
noticed about him
the
this
mutiny
time.
was against him.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think
No,
that's
that
a
makes
solid.
sense.
That's a solid theory.
Kerosene and honey, the thieves' oil.
Yeah,
Okay, so
they that
it is
desperate?
turpentine. I did
It
look
is
it up. It's
turpentine?
turpentine.
Okay, but it's still gross.
it's still not something you
Still
should
really
drink.
not
incredibly dangerous.
great to
Yeah.
drink.
Yeah.
The ocean isn't supposed to come inside
Right.
when the storm happens and like a giant wave just crashes over the entire island and smashes the whole
Well, not
living
without that
quarters in.
attitude.
Right. Right. I was like, there is a joke somewhere with ocean coming inside. I don't know. I don't know what the joke is.
I think that's the joke.
that is the joke,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Is the ocean coming inside the devil's old rum hole?
Is the
not
ocean
with that attitude. It's not.
That was
is
my
the ocean
nickname
with
in
us in the room
college.
with right now, or like?
I'm trying really hard not to do a spit take all over these microphones.
Right.
You,
Right.
you
I'm sure
goddamn
Ian would appreciate
farts.
that.
I appreciate it.
God, goddamn
Goddamn
farts.
farts.
Goddamn farts. Smart pack. Sorry, I can't get over it. That's how I get back into like Boston
It's
right now
so
is
good.
smart pack. I don't know. It's terrible. I shouldn't. That should be the thing that I do.
Then he drags him out and puppy walks him to bury him alive in the booze
some
hole.
little-
Good
So-
boy.
Stop awakening things in me.
And then I wrote, seriously, can old Tom speak in anything other than Shakespearean monologues?
No.
Even with dirt in his mouth.
Even with dirt
Correct.
in his mouth and his face.
I wish that I could be like subjected to insane shit and just start spewing off Shakespearean
Yeah.
monologues like relevant to that scene. Like
Yeah.
it's
It probably
perfection.
takes practice.
It does.
but
I'm
you
sure.
can do it.
Yeah, you have to
Yeah.
be really insane and alone for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yep.
Well, off to the lighthouse
I was
with you.
going to say,
Lighthouse
ship
with
him
me.
off to the lighthouse.
Got part of that already going for me. We'll figure it out. We'll make it
Cut,
work.
print, send him to the
Send it.
lighthouse.
Right. Cut, print, send to the lighthouse.
How did young Tom get blood on his face? Because it's everywhere.
Honestly, like again, there's another like we don't see what
there's
happens
gotta
after
be
he
something.
squelches
Right.
him with an. It feels like he like took it and smeared it on his face.
Yeah, I got
I
the
can believe
sense
that.
like the way that it was so even. Like I mean,
It
he
was more of a smear rather
was
than
ritualistic sort
than
of
a
thing.
drip.
yeah, like it felt like because he had an
It was on
open
his
wound.
hands, too.
Yeah, he had an open wound, right?
Yeah, on his
And-
shoulder.
and his shoulder, like it was like
Yeah.
right here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he also like stabulated a man, right? Like pretty hard,
Yeah.
and then like. I mean, there was a lot of blood going around,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if he did any touching of his face, like he was gonna be,
Is going to be covered in blood.
yeah.
So then
yeah.
he walks up to the lighthouse. He gets into the room.
The room with the beacon.
the room with the beacon, yeah.
And
I wrote, "Don't go into the light." Spoiler alert: he went into the light.
Oh no.
And then promptly fell down all of the stairs.
Well, you're missing the part where he just sits there and like screams.
Oh, yeah.
Scream laugh.
Scream laughs,
laughs.
staring at it. I'm like, are you looking into the heart of the TARDIS? What
Pretty
the
much.
fuck is happening in here?
I mean, pretty much.
And
Yeah.
then seagulls are eating his innards.
yeah, Promethean.
So,
Yeah, I was like,
Promethean.
that's where Megan had the note about him literally suffering
Yeah.
the fate of Prometheus.
Well, and so that was the part that, and when you said that, that was when I was like, wait, and I looked on the
Yeah.
script and looked back to Willem Dafoe's speech in The Hole.
Yeah.
And it was like, hey, anyone who looks into the light will suffer a Promethean death or torture or punishment or something like that. Yeah.
So
and
he literally predicted it.
predicted it.
Prometheus was regarded in the Romantic era as embodying the lone genius whose efforts to improve human existence could also result in tragedy. Mary Shelley, for instance, gave the modern Prometheus as a subtitle for her novel Frankenstein in 1818.
Right.
Oh man,
I think that's a really cool parallel.
That is really cool.
So a thought just occurred to me.
Yeah.
When you brought up Prometheus, and then you brought up Prometheus, and then when you Ian talked about a Promethean punishment, so my question to y'all is, do you think Thomas Wake was trying to protect him, or do you think he was just trying to keep him away from the light for his own selfish
And this is the thing that I've been trying to
Little
wrestle with this whole
column A,
yeah,
little
I think it is a little column A, little column B.
Yeah.
I think that this has been this viewing, going back and watching it. The first time I watched it, I fucking hated Thomas Wake. And in this one I still kind of do.
Yeah.
But
I need a little more time to process before I watch this again, and then
I waited 2 years.
Yeah.
So my thought process here, though, the second time watching it, my opinion on Thomas Wake changed
Oh, interesting.
a little bit. Not
Okay.
like I don't think he's like any paragon of any sort.
Sure.
But
Well, yeah, he's
he's
objectively a
he's
shitty.
not
he's a shitty
great.
boss.
objectively a shitty person.
Yeah.
But I think where I thought that he was only ever acting in his self-interests, I actually think that he did care and was just just shitty at doing it. Like instead of being a person who was like, oh, by the way, there's some like actual spooky shit happening here. Like it had already kind of gotten to him, but he didn't know how to like
How to
help young
express
Tom.
it.
Yeah,
be
express
like,
it and
hey.
like help young Tom in a way that's like useful. Like I think that there's a lot of stuff that like he should have been like, because I also think that young Tom wouldn't have believed him if he's like, oh no, the light is
Like-
actually possessed by some sort of entity.
Like he was caught in the undertow of
Yes.
all of the weird shit,
Yeah,
and
he's
was
like
trying to be like, hey, don't do this.
Yeah, like he's kind of initially I read it as he's crazy and basically sent young Tom into craziness, and that's what we saw through the perspective of young Tom. What I actually, now that I'm like watching it again, I'm kind of buying more into like the magical realism of it, like a little bit more, like you know what I mean, like there's this element of like his pure genuineness, like at like by the end, like I'm like, oh man, is this guy like, yeah, he's probably nuts and some of this isn't real, but like I think he genuinely believes this is true.
Yeah.
You know, and that is where I'm like the beacon, and like to your, I guess, jumping back to the question you actually asked, which was, do you think he was protecting young Tom, or do you think he was just being selfish? And I think it's both, but more so he was perceiving he was protecting young Tom.
Like
Yeah.
a 60-40.
Yeah, agreed. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, but I think old Thomas would see it as him protecting it entirely, rather than maybe realizing that.
Right, that some of that was his own selfishness.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah, that'd be my take for sure.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. Are those your notes?
That's my notes.
Wow. Yeah. So yeah, do you have some stuff?
I'm
now?
just trying to. Yeah, it's like I think the things that I think the first time I saw this, I observed that the scene where Willem Dafoe's being buried alive, he starts to look less human and more monstrous. He morphs
it's
before our
freaky.
eyes, and it's just like,
yeah, it's very scary.
and then I started to notice other shots where like people are portrayed as like looking monstrous. Like there's a lot of shots of Pattinson being backlit, so his face is in shadow.
Yeah.
And it almost to me, like I think of Night Vale with a character design like that, with a faceless character.
And
so you can't perceive them.
And this time around, this is also a very contrasty TV.
Yes.
Like this TV with being an OLED,
Yeah.
when there's no light, it's black, right?
Yeah.
You don't see any shadow. It's just it's dark.
Yep.
And I think that I got the sense that this is maybe part of the reason that my perspective was changing a little bit, because I was definitely in like camp young Tom for a long time, and now I'm not as much, because the movie really portrays him as monstrous.
Yeah.
Like more like, to your point, like with all of the big shadows cast behind him, with being
face in
in shadow, his face emerging from a fully sea of inky blackness, like those kinds of bits, like he's being sucked in to the dark magic very quickly.
Yep.
And I feel like that's something that old Tom was picking up on and was really freaked out by.
I mean, again, pointing to him being superstitious.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's possible that he could have even just seen him as this malevolent entity.
Right. Right.
Or some sort of
Yeah.
magic force for darkness.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. That's definitely where I was at with that. For my second viewing, I'm torn. I'm torn on how much is, because I believe that some of this, there is some actual magical realness to this, and I think there's a lot of insanity and disjointedness based around that. And my belief around what's what has changed, but it's still shifting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that yet, but
Yeah. Just trying to think if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about. I think I talked about sort of the nature of work.
Yeah.
Was the other thing that I kind of made note of, and like the drudgery of doing all of this backbreaking, shoveling, hauling,
right.
cleaning the
Physical
water.
labor.
Yeah, all the hard physical labor.
Right.
And just relating, and like I know that my job in a call center isn't especially physical, but there's a drudgery in just
There's a mental toll on it too.
yeah, like for people in general, like you're dealing with a large volume of human interactions, not all of which are going to be positive, and you're having to bear other people's anger and rage.
Right.
And it's a double whammy for me because I'm non-binary and I sound like quote unquote a woman.
Right.
And in my first week of my 2-week notice, a person literally asked for a manager because he misgendered me. And I said, actually, it's sir. And he's like, I don't believe in that kind of shit. And like, politics doesn't belong in the workplace. I'm like, you politicized my identity.
Right.
So, but
like, who's politicizing what here?
Right. Who's politicizing what here? The call's coming from inside of the house. But my point with all that is not just to vent about my former job, but just to say there is a drudgery in taking all of this in, taking what I'm going to call abuse, and doing it with a goddamn smile on my face.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be this way.
Right.
Like the work in a lighthouse makes, like, there's a reason for it to be done. At least it's drudgery, but there's a purpose for it, for the lighthouse to be clean and tidy.
Right.
There's no purpose for what I had to do for a paycheck.
Right.
And so just kind of relating those two sort of experiences, that's kind of what hit me hard.
Yeah.
In given my recent circumstances.
Welcome to late stage capitalism.
Basically.
Snooch. Yeah. It's a time.
Sorry to get real here.
No, we do that. We do that here. Yeah. No, it's very interesting the way they portray, because it's, like, and like you said, like sure, the lighthouse, it's like, it's keeping ships, like there's a purpose. There is an easily defined reason for the job, right?
Yes.
And that does, and compared to the way that a lot of our jobs work now, that isn't quite as clear cut.
Right.
Yeah.
But even then, there was a, shall we say, kind of existential, life-defining kind of thing with it, but it was their jobs. And somehow they ended up in like an actual Lovecraftian nightmare.
Yeah.
Just because of their jobs.
Right.
And they took it at that level of seriousness. It was life and death. But what were they doing? They were keeping a light running in a tower.
Right.
And there was no, you never saw.
You
the
never saw any
ramifications.
ships.
You never saw any ships except for the beginning.
Except for the beginning.
Except for the beginning
and
that drops them off.
Yeah.
Right, and then the dory.
The dory.
And then there's the and then you also never, other than the fact that old Tom kept that log, there's no evidence of like a larger power too. So it's a system of control of their own making.
Yeah.
Like they've kind of the system exists and they're enforcing it themselves.
Yeah.
Because it's self-contained, and that's kind of true everywhere.
It's big The Shining vibes
It
to
is.
me.
It is big. That level of isolation and slow descent into madness. Yeah. No, it's real o'clock. Okay.
It's The Shining made by a kinder director.
By a kinder director.
I hope Robert Eggers is
hope
not
so
a terrible
too.
human being.
I mean, yeah.
Probably. I mean, the bar is low with Kubrick, so hopefully
the bar's
it's
in
better.
hell.
The bar's
Hers
literally
in hell with Kubrick.
Oh my god. So, did you have something with?
Well, I was going to mention Robert Eggers' next movie. So the movie he did after this was Nosferatu, which came out last year.
Also has some weird sexual shit in it.
Definitely want to see it.
It's so
Robert,
good.
buddy.
Bill Skarsgård as Count
talk about
Orlok,
it?
Lily Rose Depp as Ellen Hutter. I
Nicholas
believe
Holt.
Willem Dafoe was also
Yes, Willem Dafoe
was also in it.
so good.
And then
Dafoe is great.
his next film, the one that he's currently working on, is Werewolf, which is a werewolf movie starring. Hold on, please hold.
Please hold. Your
Robert
call is being
The
transferred.
transfer to the next available agent.
Your call is very important. Oh God! No God! No
You're
God!
calling. I'm gonna play that Cisco hold music. Bum, bum.
Please don't. I will have
It's
flashbacks.
Werewolf,
Fair enough.
2026 13th century werewolf horror film directed by Robert Eggers, co-written with Sion.
Okay, yes,
don't
I do remember hearing
And
about this.
set
and
for
being
Christmas Day
excited.
2026 release, starring Aaron Taylor Johnson as the werewolf, Lily Rose
God
Depp,
damn it.
and Willem Dafoe are also in talks to join the cast.
Wow.
So I'm going to say he probably wouldn't attract the same actors back for multiple movies
If he was a total
if he was a
shithead.
total dickhead.
Granted,
Yeah.
he only. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair point. Yeah, here's hoping anyway.
The script
he's-
features dialogue true to the period with translations for modern audiences and explores themes of witchcraft and superstition.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah, I'm
That'll be cool to
definitely
watch.
excited about this one
I'm
because I remember
interested.
hearing about this.
But yeah,
But at this point, I will watch Robert Eggers direct an infomercial.
I actually want to see that.
I do wanna see
I would watch.
genuinely wanna
I
see
would
that.
watch Willem Dafoe in an infomercial.
Directed by Robert Eggers.
Try to
directed
sell
by
me
Robert Eggers.
something, Willem Dafoe.
I'd probably buy it because I'd be either like, I don't know, kind of nervous or I don't
intrigued.
know, intrigued. Yeah.
Willem Dafoe did a Van Gogh
Gogh.
biopic.
Yeah.
Van Gogh. Bloch me.
Go.
Oh, bloch me. He did a biopic, and Aaron took me to see it when it was at like the Uptown Theater
Sure.
on Lake Street.
R.I.P. Yeah, Hennepin and Lake, because that's
Yeah.
where we used to do the Rocky Horror Picture
Oh,
Show
Yeah.
podcast
sure.
before they moved
And
to Parkway.
and I got pretty drunk during that movie.
For Tom's benefit, what's your undergrad degree in?
My
Oh,
undergrad
sorry.
degree is in art history.
Oh, okay.
And then I went and got a master's in creative writing.
a
two
lot of things
completely
just
useless
a lot of
degrees.
things just
Anyway.
slipped.
a lot of
into
things just
space for
made,
you. Yeah,
sense
yeah,
to me.
yeah.
Yes.
But even in that movie, it was very slow and pretty, honestly, kind of boring. But Willem Dafoe's performance was absolutely incredible and spellbinding to watch. So
Nice.
I would watch him read the phone book.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep.
Well, I mean, one of my other favorite weird Willem Dafoe, because they're all weird, all his performances
He's
are.
just weird.
He's
He's
just weird.
just a weird dude, and I love that for
His
him.
role in fucking Grand Budapest Hotel is one of my favorite. It's so funny. Did you just throw my cat out the window? Like, just crazy. It's so crazy.
I have such good memories of
Such a
that
good
showing
movie.
that movie.
yeah.
to me.
Oh, that's right. You hadn't seen it before.
Yeah.
It is such a good movie.
It's one of my
It's
favorites.
so good.
It's
That's a good one.
fantastic. Mwah, chef's kiss.
All right.
Again,
gang.
practical effects versus
Yeah, exactly. And another movie that uses different aspect ratios.
Yeah.
And Willem Dafoe. I mean, what more can you ask for? So, with all this being said about the Lighthouse, We have to rate it. That's how the end of this show works.
Okay. Yes, I do recall this part.
Yeah. So we've got
What's your
four
scale? Is it 1 to 5?
So 1 to 5.
1 to 5. Okay.
And there's 4 different
1 to 5 lighthouses.
1 to 5 lighthouses.
Turgid lighthouses.
1 to 5 turgid
lighthouses.
semi-erect lighthouses.
Dick jokes.
Dick joke. We had to.
Phallic.
We've said we made so many dick jokes
We
during
yelled
the screen.
phallic
We read
so many
phallic.
times.
Well, and
So
there was
many.
literally a shot like during the sex montage
Oh,
where
yeah.
like it shows it coming to full erectness.
It's
So
just,
you know,
it's just ridiculous. I
Just-
love it.
the movie ain't good because it's subtle.
Right? No, exactly. It kind of
Beat
knocks you over the head
with its phallic,
with its phallic
nature.
lighthouse. Yeah. Good. Flap.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
The safe word is Seagull. So anyway,
I'm making a note to put that in the episode description.
excellent.
safe word is Seagull,
Safe word
yes.
is Seagull. Okay, so our first rating out of there's 4 different items, 4 different categories.
Okay.
They're all out of 5, and our first one is production and design. This is everything from set and scenes and costume all the way till like cinematography and editing. So
5.
I would say a 5.
5 turgid lighthouses.
5 turgid lighthouses.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
absolutely.
Just, it's so
4 bashed in seagulls.
it's well, like, and for me, it's and again, the reason why when I saw this, I was like, when I met you and like got to know you, I was like,
Right.
you need to watch this movie. I think you can handle it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like in terms of blood and gore and
Right,
stuff. But I'm like,
right.
you will appreciate the attention to detail that was put into the cinematography and the
Right.
visual design.
It's very well considered in every kind of corner
Yeah,
of its
Especially
setup.
considering it was shot on film.
yeah,
Literally,
that's amazing.
Still bonkers
It's
to me.
gotta be one of the only films in the last 20 years.
Right. And done to good effect
Yeah.
for a reason.
and on
Right.
an $11 million, I was surprised that was the budget.
5 of that million was probably just on fucking film.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Feels like these days. Yeah,
Well,
no, that's
and I'm
amazing.
guessing. Well, and again, you only have like how many actual actors? Like 4, maybe 5. I think there was a bigger
5.
list.
Yeah, because you've got
Because you've
for
got like the
sure-
workman in the beginning,
Yeah.
dropping everything off.
Yep, and then you've got the mermaid.
The mermaid. You've got what's his tits.
Yeah, what's his tits?
What's his tits?
The real Ephraim.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the guy, the previous what's his face.
Right.
I don't know if this is an accurate. Let me go to IMDb for like the actual cast of people, but it's a small cast.
Right.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 9 people, and then Sully Seagull uncredited. I don't know what that's
Uncredited.
Sully, he had a name?
apparently.
Oh.
Oh, it's the Seagull actor. Okay.
Yeah.
Love that.
So yeah, literally 9. That's like a fringe show. That's like a Minnesota
crazy.
fringe
Yeah.
show. That's
And
like a large fringe show.
And in a way, it is sort of a fringe show.
It is. Sort of, watch out for my 2026 Minnesota fringe show,
show.
The Lighthouse, the
Sully
musical.
Seagull.
So okay,
I would be there.
I'm sorry. Brief tangent.
fuck
So
this
this year at the 2025 Fringe Festival, there was a physical comedy / ghost story solo touring show called The Wiki, like
Nice.
like Lighthouse
Yeah.
Keeper.
Yeah.
I got to ask the creator, and he was like, "Yes, it was absolutely inspired by The Lighthouse." I'm like, "Yes!"
Brilliant.
And I got to
Amazing.
gush about one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it.
Artist.
Amazing. Okay, so we agreed
Okay,
that 5 on
5
production
out of
design.
5.
Yeah.
Lighthouses.
There's probably more to say about that, but we already talked about it, so
Yeah.
I think we're all there. Story.
We've already gooed all over.
We
it.
have gooed all over it.
I just want to be clear that I'm not saying the word goon. I'm saying
Good.
Duh.
Which isn't better, but it's not worse.
It's bad in a different way.
bad in a different way.
All
Yeah.
right. Now I'm
so
gonna stop.
story is our next rating category. I don't know that this is one of those ones that some movies are harder to rate different categories than others.
Mm-hmm.
This one isn't trying to be like. They're definitely playing against some like larger themes,
Yeah.
but it's not like it's a fast-paced,
No.
highly dialogue. But at the same time, we have to give credit to the writing for frickin' Willem Dafoe's ridiculous monologues, which were really good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna kind of look at you, Megan, on kind of where you sit with this.
I'm kind of leaning like a 3.5.
Okay.
I mean, there were definitely like shocking moments that you didn't expect.
Right.
But I don't feel like there was a huge like character arc or moral argument or you know.
It wasn't the point. Yeah.
I think it was almost too insular to have a really like fantastical story, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay.
I felt like the characters were more stand-ins for bigger ideas.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. There's
characters in and of themselves.
Where I was going
there's
with that.
something bigger there. The whole thing is incredibly metaphorical, but it doesn't.
It doesn't beat you about the head with the metaphor, but it's also not subtle about the metaphor.
Right.
Yeah. So I'd say a 3.5.
Does that seem?
I'd probably go with a 4. Like again,
I think we'll make it up with the performances.
Yeah, it was an adventure that I was along for the ride for.
For sure. I think knowing how we're gonna probably rate the rest of this thing, I think we can probably go with a 3.5.
That's fair.
Because kind of to your point, Megan, like there's so many things that just absolutely rocked about this movie.
Yeah.
And I think that the story is maybe kind of the most inscrutable part because it's like definitely like, and it doesn't mean that I don't enjoy it and don't like talking about it, like as a conversation piece.
Right.
But also at the same time, like if we're rating this against every movie that we've seen in the podcast, I've seen better scripts.
Sure.
Right.
Sure. And like I will admit my bias because like I've definitely said before and I'll say again that I feel like this film was tailor-made for me.
Right. It feels
like
very connected to like what you're interested in.
Yes.
Yeah. 100%.
Absolutely.
100%. Okay, so we'll say 3.5 there since this is Megan's flip the script.
Megan has veto power.
I am the arbiter of truth.
Well, and I would probably be.
Thomas Wake. Stop being so controlling.
Seagull.
Aye, sir. So, yeah, and I would have rated it somewhere between 3.5 and 4.
Yeah.
So like that's fine with me. So performances. This is either a 4.5 or a 5 for me.
Same.
I don't know. I could say a 5 probably because this is one of those scripts that if you didn't have absolutely stellar performances,
it would just
fall apart.
It would just be a mess.
And I think that, and also not to belay the fact that like we basically had mostly 2 actors the whole time. Like 90% of the performance was done by 2 people. And it's like a one-act play. I mean, like in the way that it's like you're on stage with these 2 guys the whole time watching the descent into madness.
Yeah. You could probably stage it that way.
Absolutely.
I would love to see a staged version of the Lighthouse. Like it would be nuts. It'd be a nuts thing to see, right? It's always fun to see a good movie that you're like, wait, you could convert that. Like that would actually work.
Yeah.
Not that many different locations. It's so insular. Like that would work. So for me, I would say the performances is a 5.
Yeah, same.
I think that's kind of where I'm at.
Yes.
Okay.
It's an easy 5.
Easy 5. Okay.
No argument at all.
Yeah. Okay. Cultural impact. This is an interesting one. So cultural impact, just kind of for your kind of benefit, Tom. The cultural impact score for us has been, what would you say? 3? Is it 3.5?
3 is neutral.
3 is neutral. And
3 between 3 and 5 is like a really great positive impact, and between 1 and 3 is kind of a negative impact.
Okay.
And 3,
so 3 is the neutral, up to 5 is the positive, down to 1 is the
and to give you some kind of context around our judgment kind of criteria on this,
because I think this is probably the category that feels most inscrutable.
Cultural impact in the way that we've been using it has been where we find a movie. I think the one that I use is a great, like, kind of our best example is Fight Club.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so like Fight Club was a movie where pretty much executed really well. Like no part of it was like really bad in terms of the way it was done. Acting was pretty good, writing was pretty good. But when you get to the end of the day and we watch this movie 20 years later,
Right.
you end up in a scenario where you realize that the world has Proud Boys now, you know? And like that was sort of to us like, I get that they wanted Tyler Durden to be cool, but like at the same time, like that had a negative impact in our opinion.
Made it harder to rewatch because I remember watching that just so I could give you feedback on that episode.
Yeah.
And it just it hurt so much. It's not.
It hits
not
different.
cool.
It
Yeah.
hit different.
I was scrolling through, whatever Facebook Reels or something.
Yeah.
And this tattoo video came up and I'm like, oh, cool, tattoo video. And in the end product being like one of Tyler Durden's rock star looks. And I'm like, tell me you missed the point of the movie without telling me you missed the point of the movie.
So like that's, I guess the best way we can kind of, I can kind of distill how we use the cultural impact rating is how taking out the rest of the movie, production design, story, and performance, that's all kind of like the rating of the movie as what it is in its own vacuum, right? Yeah. But now we're going to take this movie and we're going to compare it against the world. We're going to drop it into the world. And this movie's different because it's a little bit newer than a lot of the movies I've seen. Like a lot of the movies that we watched are from the 80s or whatever. But in this movie, it's not that old. It's like what, 7 years old, 6 years old?
6 years.
6 years old.
Thank you for somebody else doing the math in your head for me because I can't do it.
Yeah, no, I feel it. It's not that old. In the intervening time, I think it's been an indie darling.
Yeah.
It's gotten, in the critical circles, it's done really well. It's never had, like, you couldn't just walk up to someone on the street and be like, Lighthouse, like people aren't going to know it.
It gets it means Robert Eggers gets to make more movies, which again,
True.
biased, but I think that is a net positive.
And Nosferatu was pretty big when it came out.
But pretty big on Tumblr, if I recall.
Classic.
Gosh, I can't imagine why. A sexy vampire, a sexy rotting vampire.
You don't need to call me out like that.
I mean, I'm calling myself out as well. Fair enough. Because I was definitely way into Nosferatu.
Totally. No, and it's all good. I think that this movie certainly didn't have any negative connotation. Like we've done this before. We did it just recently with No, it wasn't Silence of the Lambs. It was something else. Anyway, we've had one.
Did what?
We did a movie somewhat recently that had a slightly negative pull on it because of something. I don't remember what it was. It doesn't matter.
I mean, Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction was one that I
was
did.
One
that
of
was
them.
one of the ones that we did that was like that. Yeah, because there was like parts of it that were technically very good, but at the same time, it's like, Quentin Tarantino, buddy, what are you doing?
That's unfortunately
This fucking guy.
it's one of the Quentin Tarantino movies I just will not touch, unfortunately.
No, that's I'm not going to watch it again.
That's fair.
Yeah, I have other movies on the list. My friends that are more pro Quentin Tarantino than me have gotten me a short list of the films that they think would be better.
Right.
And a lot of, so anyway, moral of the story
I suppose if you're a Seagull, you would rate it a 1 out of 5.
1 out of 5.
Yes.
Yes.
But we're not seagulls here, are we?
We're
No.
not. It's not seagull culture. This is human culture.
I am a human. Last I checked.
Yeah. The peoples of the world.
I do not have feathers.
Yeah. Because I mean, it looks like it was very well received critically.
It was,
and
it did nothing bad for the director, for all the actors. All had.
It was nominated for best cinematography at
Did not win.
It did not
That's too
win,
bad.
but it was nominated.
Do you know
was
who
that
won
Academy
that year?
Awards?
Who won that year? Let's see.
Wikipedia.
Oh, the 90. So it was the 92nd Academy Awards. And the 73rd British.
Oh, that was
BAFTA.
the year Bong Joon-ho won for Parasite.
Parasite.
Okay, all right. That's also on my list. But that's
on my list too. I have also not seen that one. And I actually like Bong Joon-ho. I saw Snowpiercer back in the day.
I love Snowpiercer.
We did Snowpiercer on the podcast.
We did, yeah. It was so good.
That was a flip the script.
Okay, I'll have to go back and listen to that one because that one's pretty fresh in my memory.
It's a good movie.
I love
Still
it.
looking up.
That's okay. I think moral of the story for me is I think that this is a movie that all the people involved in it was only good for them.
Yeah.
It wasn't a movie that had a lot of sweeping like cultural impact.
Right.
So I can't give it a 5, but I think maybe like a 4 or 4.5 is doable.
Yeah.
I'd say a 4.
4? Okay.
By the way, best cinematography that year went to 1917, which was
Is
World
that-
War One movie.
Was that Nolan? No.
Sam
Dunkirk.
Mendes.
That's right. Dunkirk is the
Dunkirk
one.
was
Dunkirk is
Nolan.
a World War One movie. It's not.
No, that's World War II.
1917. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Oh fuck, you're right.
Because
My,
Dunkirk was right before.
my friend
Yeah.
Rhea, who was a history buff, will be very angry
Well,
at me.
and they
for listening
came
to this
out.
podcast.
They came out within like 2 years of each other.
That's
too.
right.
Like 1917,
Yeah.
and then
Okay.
Dunkirk was, I think, the next
Please
year.
listen to this podcast, Rhea.
Now I got to look up when Dunkirk came out.
That's funny.
And like, I think the other thing I'm thinking about in terms of cultural impact
Oh.
is it has.
Dunkirk came out first in 2017. Sorry.
No, you're okay. There's a critique of capitalism in there that I think is a net positive, I suppose, in
Yeah.
terms of impact.
Okay.
I'd
on
be
the
willing
world
to
at
say
large.
Okay.
I'd be comfortable with a 4.
I'd say a 4, 4.5.
Okay. All right. Well, that puts us at a rating of an aggregate score of 4.4.
Nice.
Well done, The Lighthouse.
Well done, The Lighthouse. It puts it. So we at the end we put it alongside and where it stacks up in our massive list.
our
Oh, I
list.
love this.
Yeah. So we have
This will
like
be fun.
this will be fun. So 4.4. We have a bunch of other 4.4s. Our other 4.4s are Pretty in Pink, Robin Hood Men in Tights, Blazing Saddles, and Office Space.
What
Comedies.
hallowed what
4 comedies.
4 comedies.
And The
Lighthouse.
Hey, if Robert Pattinson's
gonna say-
believed 5 comedies.
5 comedies. And in our 4.4 range.
So
Hilarious.
right above it in 4.5 would be Dogma, The Addams Family,
Okay.
Gladiator, and Hail Caesar.
Oh, I need to rewatch Dogma. I actually have
So
a
good.
special edition DVD of it.
So good.
We have a episode for it.
Yeah.
So you should
Listen to
I
the
should take a
episode
listen
and
to
then
that.
watch
Yeah.
it.
No, watch movie first.
I should watch. Yeah, I usually
watch
watch
the
the
movie
movie
first,
first.
yeah.
If I'm gonna, which is why I need to watch Titanic.
Yeah.
But now I'm gonna have a lot more free time to watch
You know what?
There you
Titanic.
go. Just knock through them. I'll see it. Our numbers are low enough. I'll see those.
Oh, yeah.
Listens pop
Hilarious.
up. So 4.3. So right below of this round is Da Vinci Code, Gross Point Blank, Gravity, Moonrise Kingdom, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, Saving Grace. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, and Saving Grace.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. What a
I'm good
time.
with that.
I'm good
Yeah.
with that too. That seems
I feel
that
like
seems
that's
good.
a respectable
A respectable place to
rating
be.
for an indie darling.
An indie darling
Yeah.
indeed. Yeah, yeah. Oh man. Well, what a great little screen that was. It was good to do a flip the script. It's been a
Yeah,
while.
it's been a
Yeah.
while.
Get a few more of those on the docket.
I think we have a couple more.
I think we do too.
Before the end of the year.
Yeah,
If
that's right because
not,
we're
we can
scheduling
switch
out.
it out.
I think we have one between now and the end of the year.
You know, we stacked December with Christmas movies.
we did.
That
we
makes-
did do that.
You know, you got to be thematically appropriate.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just glad I don't have to watch Scrooged again.
No, you don't. You don't have to watch Scrooge
I don't
ever
like
again.
Scrooged.
I've never seen Scrooge. Is
You
it
do
worth
have
my
to
time?
watch
You'd
both
probably
Home
hate
Alone
it.
movies.
That's
though.
okay.
Those are fun.
Those are
though.
fun.
Those should be okay.
Die
are
Hard
a
for
romp.
kids.
Yeah.
Die Hard for it genuinely is though.
It is.
Die Hard
Yeah,
for Kids.
I need to watch Die Hard
I haven't.
so good.
It's been a while since I've seen Die Hard.
because I've only seen the Die Hard Christmas show. Because it was in his last year, so that was the only chance I would get to see it. So I just bought a ticket on Thursday
okay.
night.
Nice.
Okay.
But
That's funny.
I need to sit down and watch Die Hard again.
Amazing.
We have another. Oh yeah, because Never
Yeah.
mind.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna spoil it here.
Yeah.
but-
We're not spoil it here. Okay. Well, with all that being said, we've rated the film. Tom, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes. Thank you so much.
I
was a
think
pleasure.
I think we definitely have another one for you on the docket.
I believe I'm scheduled for shock
yeah,
treatment.
you're on the
point.
backlog for shock treatment. So that's the other one we've got for you.
Shock
It's
treatment.
it's like the kind of quote unquote
It's the spiritual sequel to the Rocky Horror Picture Show, where like some of the cast was in it.
That'll be a double blind.
Yes.
I have not seen that.
I've seen that one.
Yeah,
I've
and I
seen the
haven't
Rocky
either,
Horror
so-
more because I've been
Yeah.
in the Shadowcast. But
Right.
Interesting.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Very fun. So anyway, Lovely to have you on. Thank you so much.
Can I plug some stuff?
Do it. Plug your
Absolutely,
stuff.
you can.
I mentioned this because it's thematically appropriate. So I am part of a show in the Twin Cities Horror Festival, which is a horror-themed theater festival.
Yeah.
It is happening October 16 through October 30. The specific show that I'm in is called, as I mentioned earlier, is called Gospel Gus's Godly Good Time Get Together.
So good.
So many Gs.
Please come see it. Please come see all of the shows
Yeah.
in the Twin Cities Horror Festival. I believe there will be a link in the show notes.
Yep.
There's also a show called Scrimshaw that my friend
Amazing.
directing.
Amazing.
So again, thematically appropriate. Otherwise, I stream on Twitch nominally twice a week. Rehearsal schedule's kind of getting in the way of
Yeah.
that. But I do play spooky games during October, and I might even revisit mouthwashing.
Oh man, I was for context to audience members. I was when you played that the first time. I was on that
You
epic
were there for
like 5
emotional
hour stream.
support.
Yeah,
it was a 5-hour stream.
It was a 5-hour stream. I was sat in on that whole stream, like on audio, and was there
Nice.
for the stream, and it was that game is wild.
It is also a critique of capitalism.
It is that. Oh my god, very direct critique. Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, and that will be all those information. The Horror Fest, your Twitch channel are both going to be in the show notes, the show description.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to find that down below.
Hell yeah.
Megan, anything you're plugging these days?
I mean, you can catch me over on Best Threesome Ever.
Oh, yeah.
I think we're behind on a couple episodes because of
Life.
life circumstances and Fest. But yeah, other than that, not really anything else I need to plug.
All right. Well, sweet. Well, okay. With that being said, thank you so much for listening to Film School Slacker. I'm Ian.
I'm Megan.
And I'm Tom.
And we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Film School Slacker. Our graphic design is by Mitch Ransdell. Music by Ariel Shalom and Ziv Moran. Voiceover audio provided by Mike D and Janet Paoni. Learn more at filmschoolslacker.com.